Hope all of you can see my screen now. I wanted to record this session for people who are not online, and also since I'll be posting it on YouTube, we're going to analyze the trades we had for last week. Now, starting from the 4-hour time frame, we all see that we are in a bullish week and we just had a retracement. And our strategy helped us confirm that. If I zoom in, we had a 4-hour breakout. So now, the market was generally going down, but it didn't mean that the downtrend was really valid. It was only valid for a week, right? So this was like a retracement to a high that had been broken. So this is like our support. That's why the market has been playing around there, not breaking lower. So now if we start with the DXY, let's start with the DXY. I give you guys an overall picture. Now the DXY broke through. This whole week it was playing games around here, and it gave us, if you guys watched the video, no, most of you were live, and we analyzed that this M would happen. I hope you guys remember that. And also this M, since it had given us an M here, and then M here, so we analyzed together that an M would form here. Then it happened to form and dropped. So we had the DXY being broken, I mean the trend line being broken, and also structure being broken here, to give us that the dollar is going to gain strength over time. So we have a retracement which is starting in there to give us that pump to this level and maybe continue for buys to around this area. So now that's the analysis for next week. We just want a retracement to this area, then a pump to the upside. That indicates that we may have dollar weakness. We may have dollar weakness on Monday, but during the rest of the week, we may have dollar strength kicking in, unless we see the market dropping further. But I 70% believe it will bounce from here and push to the upside. So the DXY was selling, pulled back for like 2 days, then dropped again, then bought all of a sudden because of this W pattern in here. And we know in the weekly time frame of the DXY is in a solid uptrend. So we may take this as the start of an uptrend. You get. So this is analyzed for the previous week, because we shall have a session where we're going to analyze for the next week. That is on Monday. I'll publish it, I think, on Monday morning. So now this is the 1 hour time frame where I drew most of my trend lines. Now most of the trend lines here have been adjusted and have been removed because I don't want you guys to get confused. There are so many trend lines that would be running, but there is a valid trend line here that I used for so many days. Yes, let me just connect the points. I hope you guys can see my chart clearly. So this was the valid trend line that I used for so many days to take trades until that trend line was broken. Yes, until that trend line was broken around this area. I don't know if I've drawn it perfectly, but I think I'm correct. Let me just try to adjust that again. It was around here. Yes, this was the valid trend line, right? So we have that sell happening, retest psychological level in a drop, pull back, retest to the same psychological level, a drop, then a buy, which I took from here, which I'm going to show you the reasons why I bought. So I won't be saying all of them because I know you guys know them. Then also this buy, then also a sell today. Those were the profitable trades for this week. I think they're all profitable. Yeah, I didn't register any loss though. So some trades were too fast for some people, and some were too slow. And some involve taking our friends' stop losses. Some people on this call too, they know what happened. So now, why did we sell here? We saw it was a solid downtrend, and there was a solid trend line. Our sell would have actually materialized from this area because of that M. But we took this trade from this area. You get. We wanted the market to sell immediately because I expected it to break and retest this area. This was like a break, retest, M pattern. So I saw structure as being broken here, exactly here. So I wanted the market to drop. So clearing hours came in and the market dropped a little bit. I closed profit immediately. then it pulled back in. But when it gave me the opportunity, this opportunity for this buy, I saw a better chance that my trend line hasn't been broken. Then I have a psychological level in that area, then of the week. So what did I do? I was hesitant because I was still thinking of the uptrend that G is in. I wasn't sure of this downtrend because we had so many fake outs in the other week. So I let the thing go. But when I saw this engulfing, let me just delete this. When I saw this engulfing, this bearish engulfing here to confirm that there's momentum kicking in because of these huge candles, I was excited for this trade. So I took the trade. I took the trade for that sell, though most of you had jumped out. Though most of you didn't take this trade, but I took this sell until it was possibly around when I saw this candle flash up. When I saw this candle flash up, I took my profits. Now, the reason why I colored out this area is because this same pattern you see in this box is what happened here. I'm going to show you guys in a little bit. So why did I buy from here? Now there's an order block down here. Get down here. So now when I saw this bullish move, then the market coming back to give us a W there, I held on the trade because I literally entered from down this area. When I saw this nice W pattern, then I saw a wick and the wick closed bullish. I started adding more positions, so the market just kept riding on. So now on Tuesday, was it Tuesday? On Tuesday, we analyzed this market together. The video is still there. I sent it to the general group. We analyzed that this market would enter range in the Asian session, and it did enter range. The video is there. If you haven't watched it, I can send it to you again. We anticipated that this market would enter this range and play around, then give us an opportunity for the sell. You get. So what happens? News flashes the market upwards. So this retest of this psychological level on this area and also this strong resistance up here gives me an opportunity to take the sniper entry down for more sells. You get. So when it started moving up again, I added positions because it wasn't showing that any reason for it to continue pushing forward. Though there was this someone would have drawn a trend line taking this area, but that was too fast. You get. So, but there was a trend line that was broken. This was a trend line that was broken, and this was like my retest. That's the reason why I still had the sell bias in my head. So when I saw this strong push down, that led me into profit and we have that M pattern. Now this is the fake out. Now news can come and push the market to a different direction, but at times, if the numbers, now this is what happened. GBP, the news that came out was negative for GBP. That's why we saw this melt down. So this was like a speculation for the news to go up. We're using simple market analysis here. So this was like a speculation for that news to flash up and then the real actual data. The actual data delayed to come in. It came in like after 1 minute. So when the actual data was negative for the British pound, I took most the sell and I was too confident in it and it dropped. So my initial take profit was around this area. I didn't reach down here. Though I held some positions, I closed, my first TP was here, and I held some positions until this order block. Though I didn't stay up to there. So what happens? The same thing that happened here is here. So the same thing that is here is here. The same thing exactly. So this is Asian session, right? Market plays around the same movement here is the same movement it does here. So I take this buy, and that's why I stay in because I saw the same structure here. So what happens? Market comes and Asian session is still playing around like all you see here. So I mark out this resistance as it has to stay there because I want to see the market. Will it break around there? And I would use it as my take profit. So why would I enter for this buy? I have point A, point B, and point C of this trend line to give me more validity. Someone would say, why didn't you sell like Tuesday and Wednesday? No, my confidence was pushing for the buy. Though I wasn't too confident about it because I was expecting this push, exactly then the drop, like what you see here, the push up and the drop. But I took the buy up, this buy, then the sell came in M pattern and dropped. So it was supposed to give us a two-way move, but I was in profit up to this psychological level. That's where I took profit from. Yeah. Then news came in and flashed up, then went down. It was crazy. So like same thing again, the M pattern confirms that news is supposed to, I mean, the market is supposed to continue in its voyage. So it starts dropping down. I didn't take this sell. You get. So what happens? Enters a range. So I find it down here at 8 a.m. Ugandan time, towards the end of the Asian session. So what do I see? I see a zone that has been broken. A zone that has been broken. That is implying that the downtrend is valid. We get there is a small downtrend on the 15-minute. I didn't even analyze the 4-hour time frame. That is still valid. And we have the market respecting our analysis of a psychological level. We see this confusion around here. So I'm like, oh, it has broken. There has to be a retest. Before it thinks of even going back up, there has to be a retest. So what do? I just pull up a Fibonacci zone, and I want it to be exactly here. This is 61.8. Pull it down up to this level where the market was here, and I stretch it to the left. So I find the market trying to push up. So when I saw this is 61.8, I added more reasons why my sell is still valid. I have a trend line 61.8, then I have a support will turn into resistance. That's why you saw the market touch there and drop. And you saw that's why it didn't even break up. So initially the whole day, the market wouldn't have hit our stop loss, because if you're using a broker like Pepperstone, there is no way stop loss is going to be hit. But if you're using a broker on mission, the stop loss is hit and you're out. Yeah, so market plays around, still respects area and drops. So now, right now, what we expect, this trend line has been broken, and this is like a retest. And actually, the buy would actually begin from here. If as to take this trade on a daily day, which I trade, this would be the breakout, and this would be a retest. If we go to a bigger time frame without too much noise, let's see. See the noise. This is like how they call those candlestick patterns. Is it an evening star or morning star? The pattern is there. So that's exactly where my buy will begin for this buy to go up to be valid. That's where my buy will begin. So I would enter on this candle that melts down to add more positions for the buy. So all this W was just in respect for this zone, but it wasn't really valid to push the market past this area. This area acted as a strong support turn into resistance. So right now, the buy begins. That's why we're seeing a push to the upside. So I doubt it will be too valid, but we can have that play around on Monday. Then I expect the market to continue and drop further. That's my analysis for next week. But we don't trade traders analysis. The one who makes these markets, they have to respect who moves them. Yeah, so that's it for this week. So Ernest, you can ask your question now.